Man, this is madness. I think I observed on another occasion. When you think about the positions these cats take, it's amazing. This is madness. And I'm telling you the truth. And I'm seeing some of the things that you cats are saying, and y'all don't require proof. Here it is. You got a individual. In order to win an argument, he takes every position presented. He wants to take the position that is wrong. He wants to take the position that is right. He wants to take the position that this happened in a day, and he wants to take the position that it all happened at night. At some point in time, individuals are going to have to realize that you can't have your cake and eat it too. You can't be a niggas and a nigga too. You can't be a king and a slave. That just don't make sense. Not today. Now, you have individuals talking about, well, there was foul kings who sold their own people into slavery and found themselves enslaved. You have individuals who say that the whole triangular trade never took place. And you have individuals who postulate that the white man heard us calling ourselves niggas and flipped it into niggas, and we are calling ourselves niggas today in imitation of these kings, so they say. But we know better than that, don't we? First of all, there is no society on the planet where every member calls themselves the same thing they call the leader. If the leader is niggas, how's everyone in the society niggas too? Ridiculous. That's just childlike logic. It doesn't make sense. And it only appeals to those who are emotionally attached to the word that the slave master called them, like pets. Like that pit bull you got, and you call that pit bull what? Fred? Well, every time you call Fred, Fred is wagging his tail because Fred knows he's about to be fed. It's kind of the position that they had some of you cats in, Motisa, and you seem not to be able to come away from that. To come away from the language and the references and the view of yourselves as subservient to the whites. Now, there are those of you who say, Brother Larry is disagreeable. Yeah, Brother Larry disagree with that shit. And there are those of you who say, Brother Larry is crazy. Yeah, Brother Larry is crazy because he ain't going for that shit. And there are those of you who say, Brother Larry's an old fool, he don't know what he's talking about. That I doubt very strongly and highly, because I know for a fact, an absolute, indisputable fact, that there were no niggas in Africa prior to the arrival of Europeans who purchased our ancestors and transported us to the Americas, and in the southern United States is where the word nigga comes from. It doesn't come from anywhere else. This is why there is such fervent hatred on both sides for this terminology. The whites, they direct that hatred towards us, and we direct that hatred towards ourselves. So the hatred is on both sides. It's just not directed at both sides, because you who call yourself niggas manifest more hatred for people you call niggas than even the white people do. Now, why you say Brother Larry crazy again? Because Brother Larry say we hate ourselves again. I just need you to take a look around and see who's killing who at an alarming rate. If white people were killing white people at the rate black people are killing black people, we wouldn't have to fight. We could just sit back and relax and wait for them to kill themselves. Kind of like they doing to us. You see, you don't really see them engaged in pitch battles where you can't walk down the street, because if you do, you'll be hit by sniper fire from a skinhead. Or you'll be hit by a landmine planted by the Ku Klux Klan. They planted mines in your mind that blow up all the time. Every time you encounter someone who looks just like you, one of those mines go off. Poof! And your brain cells scatter. Blow your own mind. When you think about it, the tactics being employed against us are clear. Get out of their way. They will self-destruct. Just allow it to happen. So when you see individuals struggling back, and you see individuals rejecting the nonsense, and you see individuals attempting to shake and wake you, and you resist, because you don't want to fight. The last thing you want to do is present serious opposition to the enemy and make him focus his attention on you. That is an act of extreme cowardice. Extreme cowardice. Why? It is extreme cowardice because you would kill your brother or anyone who looks like you and never stand up to those who don't look like you. And I love this part too. Why? Because individuals, Brother Larry, you shot a black guy. You did that, Brother Larry. You ain't shoot no white people. Brother Larry now confessing the crimes on camera that he hasn't been convicted of. Brother Larry will tell you point blank, on camera, face to face, I have beat the shit out of white people in New York City on more than one occasion, growing up as a child and as a man. Okay? Now, that's not to say that I'm encouraging you to go outside and just beat up white people. I would really like you to understand that the average white person could care less about you. And that's not to say that they actively engage in conspiracies against you. They're just actively engaged in the pursuit of their own lives. And they're not really worried about yours. Your position in this society is due to you not taking an active role in making your condition in this society better. You still waiting for somebody to save you. They got you waiting for Jesus. And what you find is Jesus waiting for Jesus. While white folks call for Jesus, they also institute programs. They also finance programs, maintain and control budgets for programs. And you, that's not what you do. What you do is complain about what somebody else is not doing for you. And that's never a winning strategy. Ever. No matter what position you take. If you are not taking an active role in making your own condition better, your condition is not likely to improve. Now these are just facts. You can call them what you like. I just call it the truth. And the truth is not disturbing to me. Why? The truth is just the truth. What you do with the truth is what's important. Do you ignore it? Do you pretend that it's not the truth? Do you act like it never happened? Do you act like you need proof? Anytime somebody says anything to you, for instance, we are not niggas, and you need proof, now why would you need proof that you're not a nigga? That means that the enemy has been extremely successful in penetrating your mind. Got you mentally blind. You don't even know which way to go. Should I be a nigga? Should I not be a nigga? Should I be a nigga? Should I not be a nigga? Should I be a nigga? Should I not be a nigga? Should I be a nigga? Should I not be a nigga? The fact that you'll note that all enemies engaged in combat have derogatory names for the person on the other side of the combat. You, for some reason, have decided that it's a good idea to call yourself what the enemy calls you. Was this some type of new chess move? We'll take this weapon away from them. We'll call ourselves niggas. Now you can't hurt us with that. That is an extreme act of cowardice. Yes, that is an extreme act of cowardice. Because if you accept insults, and if you begin to insult yourself, you're a coward. And some individuals will have a problem with that. But fact is fact, truth is truth. If you're afraid of your enemy, you're a coward. If you're afraid to confront your enemy, you're a coward. If you're afraid to stand up to your enemy, you're a coward. And that's not to say, well, you have to just go out and just stand up to the white man. That's not what I'm telling you. See, I'm telling you about a burgeoning strategic process whereby which you undertake the self-erection. That is the raising up of yourself, even in the midst of your enemies. I'm not telling you to go jump off the building. I'm just telling you to stand up and be real and stop calling yourself stupid ass names, especially in public when other people can hear you, because it bespeaks of your low self-esteem and your low self-opinion and your acceptance of your lowly status in the society. You accept it, which is why it continues, because you allow it to continue. And that's just the truth. Take it how you take it.